What is up everyone, Piano Joe here, and welcome to part 3 of this Yamaha CP-80 restoration. So, in the last part, we worked on taking apart all the action, taking out the keys, cleaning the key bed, cleaning the action, just, thorough vacuuming of that, brushing all the felts, so we were brushing the hammers, pretty much every single piece of felt that was there we brushed 88 times, so like a lot of felts we were brushing yesterday. We worked on polishing all the capstans, the damper spoons, polishing the damper assembly, like the bar itself, we polished all that too. And if you didn't see part 2, I suggest going back and watching that because it's a lot of work and you're going to be seeing what I'm talking about. But the last part I was explaining how we are going to be lubricating the action with Teflon powder. So what we're going to be doing is pretty much lubricating the contact points, but we're not going to be lubricating the metal. It's going to be the felts themselves. So instead of using what they used to use, which was graphite, which doesn't last as long, Teflon powder is a dry powder that's just going to stay there for years and years to come, and we won't have to worry about having to go back and lubricating it again. So I'm going to be showing you how to lubricate the action, and then after that we are going to be putting all the action back together. So hopefully by the end of this video we're going to have the piano back together, and then by part 4 maybe we'll have it tuned and finished. Maybe not. But without further ado, let's get into showing you how to do that. Alright everyone, so before getting into this, I just wanted to mention safety always comes first when doing projects like this. So since we are going to be dealing with powder, we're going to be wanting to wear gloves so this powder doesn't just get stuck to our skin. As well as a mask, since this powder does fly around, it's very fine, so I don't want to be breathing this in and getting it stuck in my sinuses. So this mask is going to come in handy. Again, this is just an N95 mask. You can get these pretty much anywhere. I got this on Amazon. This is just a 3M, and this one fits me, and it's not easy to breathe in, everyone, but since I'm used to breathing with this, to me it's easy, but it does take some use to actually get comfortable in this. But it's definitely necessary when you're dealing with powder. So we're going to be wearing our gloves and our mask when doing this. So now, to get into what we are doing, let's start off with the supplies that you need. So as you can see, I have a nice fine little painting brush that I got from a painting kit right there. And this is just going to be for applying the powder. We have a screwdriver here, and this is for massaging the powder into the felt to activate it. And then of course our Teflon powder here. So how you do that is you're going to get just enough that you can actually cover the whole felt. As you can see, I already put some on before, but I'm just going to massage it in and then do the same to this felt here. Now as you can see, there are black marks on both felt, and that it was actually the previous lubricant, which was graphite. Now this is much more superior to graphite because this will last much longer, and I notice it just works better. Next up, as I said before, we're going to be using our screwdriver to massage it into the felt. You want to just get it in there so it's not going to fly out and get everywhere when it's inside the piano. And as you can see, it's going to be looking like that. Now we are going to be doing the same to this side. This is much easier, we just have to do this. Just get it into the whole felt. As you can see, we have some left over on the screwdriver, and that's perfectly normal. And it's going to be wanting to look like that. So as you can see, we have one lubricated hammer butt and the lubricated felts here. So without further ado, let's get So I finished lubricating all of the action parts. So what I did was I actually did more than what I was saying I was going to do in the beginning. So pretty much all the felts that had graphite on them, I went over it with Teflon powder. So I lubricated all of these, which are the damper lifters, as well as the felts on the whipping assembly. And then I did the let-off buttons and the hammer butts. So I did 88, 88, 88, and 88. So you guys do the math. It was a lot of work. But now all that's left is to put this all back inside the piano. So without further ado, I'll see you then. there you go, everyone. Seems to be working great. Next up, what I'm probably going to be doing is just removing this and then looking underneath and seeing if the hammers are actually striking the strings correctly and not off or anything. And if they're all hitting right, I mean, all that's left is then putting in the front panel and then tuning it. So let's see how it looks. Alright everyone, I'm thinking this pretty much concludes all the cleaning and lubrication that we have to do. I'm probably going to be finding other things later on throughout the weeks and whatever that I can fix. I'm probably not going to be doing videos about that. But this is pretty much it for this piano. Like I said, it didn't need a lot of work, but we definitely had to clean up the inside of it, clean up the action, brush all the felts, then lubricate all the action parts. So all the let-off buttons, the hammer butts, the whip-in, and then also polish up all the capstans as well as the front and balance rail pins. Cleaned up all the strings, made sure all the dust is off of that, cleaned all the outside. So we did a lot. Probably doesn't seem as much if you watch my other series. That was crazy hard. We were working a lot on the CP-80 because that thing was a mess. This one, as I said before, was already in excellent condition. All it needed was a cleaning and some lubrication, and it plays, and it's wonderful. I absolutely love this piano. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a big thumbs up, everyone, because I need it. Also subscribe, share this to anyone who you think might enjoy it, or even to people who don't really enjoy this type of stuff, because I need the views, you know? Comment below what you thought about this whole series if you liked it. If you didn't, then don't comment at all, because it's not really worth it. If you have any experience with these pianos, what you think about them, and yeah, I hope you guys liked this restoration so far, and hopefully by the next one, you'll see this piano kind of in tune as we will be tuning it on the next part. So thanks everyone for watching so far. I'll see you on the next one.